If you can't beat them, join them, which is exactly what I refused to do when I heard 7'4s were taking over 2K26. This 7'1 demigod is faster than any 7'4 you could possibly make, dribbling like Kyrie, dunking the ball like Shaq, and even passing the ball like Jokic, all with the strength high enough to get you legend brick wall. And we've all seen what legend brick wall can do in this game. Block anybody that comes into your paint and snag over anybody like a true horsey. This 7'1 demigod truly doesn't have a single weakness. And I didn't want to do this. I wanted to play on my 6'6 for the rest of the year, but no. Ronnie 2K, Mike, Wayne, you guys brought it out of me. This is all your fault. This is all of you. All we wanted was some buff on the contest. All we wanted was to be able to contest these 7'4 demons. That's all we wanted, but no. No, you guys are taking too long for that, Ronnie. You guys are taking too long for that. I had to put an end to this. I had to compete with them. I had to put a stop to these 7'4s. What's going on, man? It's your boy SenorDuri here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make the best 7'1 in 2K. This 7'1 will be able to contest 7'4s. I made this 7'1 because I had to. I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? But these 7'4s were too broken. I had to make a build better than these 7'4s, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get into it. The height is 7'1, weight 255, wingspan 7'1. The best part about going with this build over a 7'4" is the amount of speed you can get and also the amount of strength. So you're going to be able to be actually a little bit faster than these 7'4s, and you're going to be able to get legend brick wall. Because the main problem with the 7'4s is that they have no strength, and you know, I want to be able to have strength. I want to be able to set screens, and when I'm not setting screens, like I'm playing park and stuff like that, you know, with my, you know, guards and stuff, I want to be able to handle the ball, and you can handle the ball a lot better on a 7'1 over a 7'4. So also keep in mind, y'all, I am making this build with cap breakers in mind. Cap breakers are super easy to get this year. I already have 5 cap breakers. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot more. I kept that in mind as well. You know, my build will be even better once I get more. So keep that in mind. You guys will be able to get cap breakers. I know it probably seems like they're hard to get. You guys can get them this year. They're super easy to get, and there's a lot more to get. So I'm going to go over the stats real quick, and I'm going to explain to you, you know, what I'm going to use my cap breakers on. So we're going to go with the 87 close shot. That's going to get you gold, float game, paint prodigy, silver, and yeah, let's move on to the driving layup. So we're gonna go with the 66 driving layup, and that's gonna be good enough for you to lay up the ball, you know what I'm saying? I was able to make layups on a 50. So you could also put cap breakers on it if you guys want, so you guys can get a 70, and with the 70 you'll be able to get bronze physical finisher, which, you know, you can obviously apply your max plus 1s and max plus 2s. Now for the driving dunk, we're gonna go with a 73, and that's gonna get you the ability to unlock posterizer on bronze. I didn't show it yet because I up the vertical, but yeah, you're gonna get bronze posterizer with that, and also some pretty good animations. For the standing dunk, we're gonna go with a 90. With a 90, you're gonna be able to dunk on everybody. And also too, if you guys do decide to put cap breakers on it, I'm still not sure if I'm going to, but you guys can put +5 and get Hall of Fame rise up. Right now it's only gonna be gold with a 90. Yeah, you're gonna get the standing contact dunks with that. The post control is gonna be an 86, and you need to have at least an 86 so you can get silver unpluckable, which obviously, like I said, you can max +1, max +2, get all the way up to a Hall of Fame if you guys want. So I end up going with a 91 on my mid-range shot, and as a 7'1 with the stats that I have, all I need is 1 cap breaker, and it's gonna actually give me +2 on my mid-range shot, which will give me Deadeye and set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. Also plus Faith Phenom. 3-point shot, we're gonna go with a 82. And I know you guys are probably like, 82, blah blah blah, I want to have 90, I can't even get limitless range bronze. Anyways, just wait for me to explain. So also on this build with an 82 3-pointer, all you need is 2 cap breakers, and those 2 cap breakers are gonna plus you all the way up to a 90. And with 90, you're gonna get silver limitless. So I keep it at 82, and I knew for sure I was gonna put my cap breakers on mid-range and 3-point shot. So I need 1 for mid-range, 2 more for 3-pointer, and I'll be completely maxed out. I'll get all the badges that I want. But with my build specialization not being complete yet, even though I have 5 cap breakers, I only put 1 on mid-range, so I get a 93, so I get all the badges. And I kept my 3-pointer at 82 for now until I get the build specialization, because for those of you that don't know, whatever specialization you pick, you can only put the cap breakers that you unlock through the specialization onto that category. So I can only put this +2 onto my shooting. So I'm gonna save those 2 for my 3-pointer as opposed to the other 5 that I have. I'll put those on my other stats that I'm not able to get from my specialization. So 1 cap breaker on mid-range, I'm gonna max it out to a 93, 2 on the 3-pointer, that's gonna be a 90. My free throws at 81 because, you know, I want to be able to play rec with this build. I went with a 72 pass accuracy on this build, and with a 72 pass accuracy, what you're gonna be able to do is put 1 cap breaker on it, and it's gonna jump all the way up to a 76, which you'll get silver versatile visionary and also silver break starter, which is very good. And for those of you that don't know, versatile visionary is pretty much like needle threader in the older 2Ks. We're gonna go with 72 for that. We're gonna max out our ball handle to a 72, and we're gonna max out our speed with ball to a 51. And keep in mind, we're 255 pounds, and we're still gonna be faster with the ball and without the ball than a 7'4 with the minimum lowest weight. So that's why I went with the 7'1, like I said. But you guys seen the dribble moves I was doing with this, you know, the 72 and 51. You could cook, man. I'll show y'all some of my 6'2" maybe in another video. For the interior defense, we're gonna go with the 82. 82 is very good, especially for a 7'1". You're gonna get silver post lockdown. Doesn't show it because I haven't upped my strength yet, but you're gonna get silver post lockdown, bronze paint patroller, and I do get a lot of blocks you guys saw in the intro of the video. So that bronze paint patroller really does help out. For the perimeter defense, we're gonna max that out, and you know, like I said, the whole point of making a 7'1" over a 7'4" is for the speed. Perimeter defense and agility, speed with ball, all that stuff is going to be up, and also our strength is going to be up. So you know, just wait for it, man, just wait for it. Still, I went with a 37. I know that's pretty low. You guys can max it out with your cap breakers. I think you only need 2 or 3 cap breakers and it will max out, but it only goes up to a 59, so you don't even get no badges. So for now, I kept it at a 37, and you know, if I get some extra cap breakers, you know, maybe I'll put it onto that. For the block, I went with a 78, and with a 78 block, that's when you unlock the paint patroller, and you also get high flyer denier on silver. And you guys saw the blocks I was getting. I get blocks all the time. I don't know about versing, you know, legend posterizers or something like that, but people usually don't have that badge. But anyways, yeah, it's been pretty good. I get a lot of stops in the paint. For offensive rebound, we're gonna go with a 75. And I know that sounds a little crazy considering you're a center, but you know, you can't put cap breakers on that. I believe you get it up to like an 80. But for the defensive rebound, we're gonna go with a 92. With a 92, you get gold box out beast and gold rebound chaser, and I would put cap breakers on that up to a 94 so that I could get Hall of Fame box out beast. Already with a 92, I have a lot of strength, so you know, I get box outs, you know, and the gold rebound chasers have been working perfect. But put cap breakers on those, and you know, you get it up to a 94, and you can also put the max plus 1s, max plus 2s. You know, it's all personal preference at the end of the day, what you want to do with the build. Just use my build as a template, you know what I'm saying? To understand why I put certain attributes on certain attributes and cap breakers for certain cap breakers, so you know, you can just make the build your own, you know what I'm saying? For the speed, max it out. 62, higher than any 6'4" you could possibly make. Agility, 48, higher than any 6'4" you could possibly make. Now for the strength, this is where the golden part comes in, man. We're gonna go with a 92 strength, and guess what? Nobody's gonna be able to back you down. It's literally impossible. I'm gonna put 3 cap breakers on it, so I get Hall of Fame brick wall, and then I can put a max plus 1 on it. But you could also keep the 92 strength, save your cap breaker for another attribute that you want to upgrade, and you can put a max plus 2 on it if you want, or you can just keep go brick wall. You know, you can switch them around depending on what game mode you're playing and stuff. That's what I do all the time. Sometimes I have it on brick wall, so I have legend, and sometimes I have it on like Deadeye or set shot specialist. So yeah, we'll go with a 92 strength. Nobody's gonna be able to back you down. This is the best part about the build, as opposed to making a 7'4". You get the speed, but you also get the strength, and you can shoot over those. You're 7'1". People can't contest you like that, you know what I'm saying? But 7'4s, you know, sometimes they struggle to contest. Let's see if their hands up and they're 2 inches in front of you, you know, they're probably gonna get a little bit of a contest. But yeah, 7'1s, I think they're the meta, man. Fuck 7'4s, man. We put an end to 7'4s. And then for the vertical, we're gonna go with a 77 vertical and a 70. Something's wrong with my build. Close shot. That went up somehow. Put that on push control. Put it on vertical. So anyways, this is the build right here, y'all. So let's go ahead and break it down again. Close shot 87. If you guys want, you can put cap breakers on it, you know what I'm saying? Get that float game Hall of Fame. I'm not gonna do that though. Driving layup 66, you could put cap breakers on it, get physical finisher. I may do that if I have some extra ones, I don't know. 73 driving dunk, so you get some good animations, and you get the bronze posterizer. And with the 90 driving dunk, you're gonna get gold rise up. You're gonna get all the standing contact dunk you guys see me bodying in the beginning of the video. You could put +5 cap breakers on it, get it up to Hall of Fame, or you know, you could put the max plus 1 or max plus 2 and choose Hall of Fame or legend, you know, all personal preference, whatever you want to do. 86 post control, so we get the unpluckable, and also you get the post fade phenom. That shit's kind of cheesy. That shit's broken. If you guys ever verse somebody who shoots post fades all the time, it's pretty cheesy. It's low-key a bailout. I only use it when I got a bailout, like my point guard dribble for the whole 24 seconds or 20 seconds. He passes the ball with me in 4 seconds, I'll take a post fade, you know what I'm saying? So I don't lose the ball, you know, call it cheese, I don't care. We're making that 7'1", who cares? It's cheesy. 91 mid-range shot, we're gonna put 1 cap breaker guaranteed for sure, and that's gonna get you the Hall of Fame set shot and also the gold Deadeye. And you know, you could put the max plus 1s, max plus 2s, whatever you want. 82 3-pointer, you put 2 cap breakers, goes all the way up to a 90. That's pretty fire. You don't gotta put +5, you know what I'm saying? It's only 2 cap breakers and you get a 90. Definitely save, definitely put cap breakers on your mid-range and 3-point shot because they jump so much. Free throw 81 for the rec, 72 pass accuracy. I'm definitely gonna put 1 cap breaker onto the pass accuracy so I could get 76 and get those badges that I was talking about. Ball handle 72, no 7'4" could do that. 51 speed with ball, no 7'4" could do that. You guys saw how I was moving. Interior defense 82. Already explained that, you know what I'm saying? Look at the badges, look at the badges. Perimeter defense maxed out. Still, you can put 3 cap breakers on it if you guys want. Max out to a 59. Me personally, I don't really care. I might do it if I have some extra ones. Block 78. These are the badges you get. I get blocks all the time. 75 offensive rebound. I'll probably put some cap breakers on that because I do want at least an 80. Defensive rebound 92. I will put cap breakers on that. It's +2. So I get the box out beast Hall of Fame. Speed 62. Agility 48. Strength 92. Like I said, that brick wall, the strength. is better than a 7'4", and then the 77 vertical, so you get the gold pogo stick. These are the players you're going to be compared to. You're going to be compared to DeMarcus Cousins, the all-time version, Victor Wembanyama, and also Brad Miller. I don't know who the hell that is. Call me a casual. I was born that year, so I wasn't watching that shit. These are the weaknesses and these are the strengths, you know what I'm saying? No weaknesses, no strengths. Can't complain. Now I'm going to show you guys my build. I'm also going to show you guys a cap breaker so you guys can see. The 90 standard dunk could go up to a 95 if you guys want. Might not do that, but look, +2 on the mid-range for one cap breaker. I already did that. Then I'll use my 2 from the build specialization to get that up to a 90 for the 3-pointer. Cheesy. 72 pass accuracy, one cap breaker, +4, so you get the 76, and you guys will get those badges I was talking about. 82 interior defense, you can upgrade it if you guys want cap breakers. Only if you have extra, I would recommend 82 is perfectly fine. Block 78, you guys can put cap breakers on that too. I probably wouldn't. I don't think you'll get any badges from getting it up to an 83. Still, this is what I was talking about. All you need is 3 cap breakers and you can max it out to a 59, but maybe 59 is worth it. I don't know. You don't get no badges, so I don't really care about it. Like I said, if I get extra cap breakers, I'll put it on that. 92 defensive rebound, we're gonna put 2 on there so we can get 94, get the Hall of Fame box out beast. 92 strength, like I said, I'm gonna put 3 on that, get the 95, get the brick wall, get it up, and we get, it's gonna be broken, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, these are the cap breakers that you're able to unlock with this build. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my badge perks. So right now I have set shot specialist on legend for my max +1. I have immovable enforcer up to a silver. I have legend deadeye, and you know, like I said, you can also put on legend brick wall. Depending on who I'm playing with, I'll switch that back and forth, you know what I'm saying? But recently I've been able to have the ball in my hands a lot, so I'm gonna keep it on deadeye. Gold posterizer, you know what I'm saying, that helps out with the standing dunks. High flyer denier on gold. Come on, that's why I block everybody. I got these clutch jeans on, you know, the Hall of Fame, whatever. And then once I unlock my shooting specialization, I will put set shot specialist and deadeye on those. And what I'll probably end up doing is putting my rebound chaser onto legend, with the rebound chaser on the legend, and then I'll end up putting box out beast or maybe unpluckable, you know, whatever I decide, or whatever I'm feeling that day. You know, you guys can always switch them around, they're not permanent. And you know, with the box out beast on this, it will be legend as well. You know, we're gonna put +2 cap breakers onto the strength, so that, you know, that's gonna give us Hall of Fame, and then, you know, the +1 legend. So yeah, you guys can just switch these around, do whatever you want. For now, I'm gonna keep them on the deadeye set shot specialist, so I unlock some more things. But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed this build. You know, you guys can change it around, like I said. Let me know if you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you guys like it, and if you guys want my SIGs and jump shot, you know, leave a comment on this video. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, man. Make sure y'all sub up.